So Idaho openly displays guns, and Washington openly displays weed. I guess I look pathetic enough. These young girls brought over cherries, and they're like, "Hi, we're giving you some cherries." So it's, I think, what you call the best they can do for donating to a poor-looking person. All right, you know, one big downside to laying down in my car is the lack of wind towards my feet. I just don't have any wind flow. I got both windows down in the front. My head is getting a lot of wind. I could use it all over. Restroom needs cleaning at the service center. I didn't know they had a little light there. I just now think about talking about the coconut. I'm going to toss out this water about this coconut that's not a Thai coconut, and it's like rotten. It's no good. The entire road is ribbed with blocks. They got some kind of stand over there. I don't know if it's for valet service or if they're selling things. I believe I get to the library down here and they got a bathroom down below. Wow, must be for construction though. As I further get down here, oh, that guy's on the tracks. People, well, okay, well, he is on the tracks, so that's a thing. I was about to say there's this fence in the way, but the fence stops, so a person could sneak over across the tracks and get onto that bridge to get across the moat. I'll take what they probably would prefer. I think this brick road is pretty cool looking. I mean, it's a little excessive, but yeah. They have to keep spare bricks right here, I think, to do repairs because it probably breaks a lot. I don't see any repair spots. Okay, with this train track, now this is interesting to me. Tracks out of service. Okay, well then that clearly states right there that they're not being used. So that guy walking on the train tracks was no big deal. I was about to say, there's probably all kinds of people walking on this. It looks dangerous. Probably a risk. It doesn't have any warning signs though. I've never seen a gravestone marker. Oh, well, no, I've never really seen a marker like this just to display the city hall, which probably is this building, and then the police station's not too far. What I saw on the map. Neat backdrop of the train track bridge. They don't bother tearing it down. Actually, I'm mistaken, it's a library. They had that plaque over there. I guess there used to be some kind of city hall there, but the library is here. Somebody etched into the bricks this art. That looks like it takes some work. I don't know what the deal is with this brick home here on the other side of the church where I'm parking, but this is a little annoying. It's a little constrictive when I have to bend over to walk out over the sidewalk, and they don't even bother. Yeah, and then there's a cat. They keep the window open probably to let the cats in and out. What kind of place is this? And why are they getting away with this? Nobody else is living by this standard. By this low standard. Yeah, windows open there too. They gotta air out their house because it's probably smells like cat feces. Yeah, they're hoarding a lot too. Looks like a nice brick home too. Hilarious, elbow the clown. Get it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was just
All right, it's pretty neat. Probably basalt, right? All right, I'm actually gonna look inside then. This door is propped open. They probably won't get too mad. What? So that was, this is actually an apartment complex. I had a black guy whip by me on the sidewalk. It says downtown, no bicycling. Alright, I was about to say that maybe it's just, maybe everybody's doing it. Maybe everybody's riding on the sidewalk, but I see two white people went onto the road. Okay, but here comes an obese white girl on the sidewalk, so I can't be picking on races, that's for sure. I'm not seeing anything on display at this fire department. That's kind of a rarity, actually. Nothing on display. Alright, walking 1.5 miles. And I'm heading to Safeway. Say I've ever seen a football helmet in a Chevrolet dealership, in a car dealership before. Did they recently have a parade? And Walmart's just on top of that hill. So I'm a little late for the community action. I think that, yeah, there's their sign. I think it's closed at after 5 p.m. Maybe 5:30, 6. But at least I get familiar with this location. See if what they got that they know about food banks and free meals. Tomorrow, I'll have to do it tomorrow though. Yeah, as I figured, it just has a sign that says they're unavailable. So I guess there's no definite time. I'm just not sure where to go to park so I can cook potatoes. It's really difficult to see. Looking at the map, looking around, I haven't found anywhere I'm comfortable parking and cooking potatoes yet. All right, so after deliberating on what to eat, I decided not to get anything at Safeway, except I did get some coconut water for $5. That's it. Oh man, what is this place? So they got a fence lining this whole area except for right here, and it's telling you, it's inviting you to enjoy. But I want to get down to the road. I hope there's more than one way in and out. Well, this little path certainly looks like it's being used a lot. And There's a lot of pretty blue flowers, blue and purple and slightly yellowish green. The entrance to this trail is right here. Okay, remember the sign said enjoy, but then you see this, U.S. property, no trespassing, and they say no, and they say enjoy just down at the other end. What a mixed signal. You want to find a way to easily distract me, plant some berry trees. These are pretty good. Unfortunately, it's extremely busy here. Part of the motivation behind coming to Pullman was yearbooks. Some yearbooks I picked up from property. I should probably call it an estate, because there's a guy that died at a relatively young age. I think in his early 40s or maybe even late 30s, because the graduation years were in 1995, the early 90s. And it's kind of sad to think that he went through the education here and then just a few years later or so died. A decade later died. His graduation books had no value to the relatives who went to his house to clean his house out. They just threw those books right in front near the mailbox for anybody to take. And in such a small town, they sat and nobody was around to really see the books, to take them. Nobody really takes graduation books anyway but me, and I think I took one or two, and I found them interesting, looking at all the happy faces and those graduation books, all the pictures, people having fun. There's nothing I recognize, but I really haven't been on to college either, but I can't say I really remember the pictures in vivid detail anyway. But he had a life here at one time, and it's always fascinated me. I was curious what it looked like firsthand. Well, some people watch stock market numbers closely. I gotta watch weather numbers closely. This is getting a little chilly, but not bad at all. It's the summertime, so I know it's not gonna just dramatically drop. I'm still amazed that they're packing people in so tight. They actually move people into this church. After all the heat that these apples were exposed to for weeks in my car, they just can't rot. Alright, this is a pretty good combination. Crushed apples and crushed pumpkin seeds. I don't want to mix them though, because pumpkin seeds taste better when they're dry. See where this goes. This heads towards the direction of the college. continuing on the Cougar climb. It is pretty darn steep. Still climbing Washington State University Arch. See in the distance they have Cougar bicycles. Some weird art over there. It's quite well built up, like a nice institution. Still a climb. I don't even know if I need to go up there. And of course on the ground the climb yields no view of the bottom. Maybe if you got in one of these buildings you could oversee things. This building says 1908 E.A. Bryan Hall. Some nests. 1908. Incoming freshmen over there. There's about 30 of them. Okay, so this is the top. It looks pretty neat. Oh, still more climbing. And up here. Alright, this is most certainly the top of the Cougar climb. It doesn't really say it. It should, but you kind of just know. In the middle of the sidewalk, they usually put these light posts on the side. This thing turns in the wind. It was turning. Oh wow. Oh, a clock tower. This might be the library. So what are they looking down on here? Can't quite see. Oh wow. I don't know where to look for the grizzly bears. I gotta do some research on that one. You know what? I'm gonna ask at this visitor center if it's open. Where are your grizzly bears? Hey, yeah, could you help me locate the grizzly bears?
Yeah.
You just give that out. Okay, cool.
Let me just show you right.
Alright, I just looked on Google Maps and it said bear facility, but I know I wouldn't have really seen that having not known where to look exactly. The visitor center is helpful. Some samples of Cougar bikes, but you gotta like pay, or maybe it, you know, I wouldn't be so enthused about having to take the time to pay. Alright, so right at this T intersection, Grimes and Terra View Drive, you got the grizzly bears in a small cage for people to gawk at. I can clearly see them. Oh, you can smell them. You a caretaker? No.
Is there water in that cup? Oh.
No, they're just like us. Some of us are blonde, some of us are brunettes. The three darker ones are actually all siblings.
Oh, is that right?
And then the lighter ones from a different mother.
You ever get any white ones? You ever get any white ones?
No.
None? I nearly got ran over by a bus trying to get onto the road. I think that bicycler distracted that driver. They're telling you can't ride on the sidewalk, but it's extremely dangerous on the road. They're trying to kill people here. This deer feels a little out of place. Must have gotten roasted. Yeah, its tail's between its legs.
Careful that hot mix.
Be careful. Yeah, okay. All right, don't walk on that.
Yeah, don't walk on that black stuff.
All right, I'll just... Some young guys last night commenting on how dangerous it is to walk across this train bridge and how they're likely how they'll survive it, but at the very least take some serious injuries and stuff like that. And I wonder how the city is discussing this bridge. They're not blocking it. They're allowing people to just freely walk on it. I've seen some Asian, like, touristy people taking all kinds of pictures on it. Young Asians. I think they needed to at least post a sign saying this bridge is dangerous. I mean, at least anticipate some sense of danger they're leaving it wide open, and anybody can walk on it freely, like this walkway. It looks just like this walkway, like you could just walk on it, no problem. But it really does look dangerous to me. Maybe they had somebody come out and test it. I don't know, but people are definitely sensing danger when they walk on it by looking at it.